Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group. Now, almost broke my bracelet. This is video 3 in our A Magical Tea Party series, and we're making a folio. We're using the same kit as we're using for the Throwback Thursdays that we're having this month. Please see the events for each week for the description of the Throwback Thursday events. Suffice it to say, you can use any kit from any of the 6 groups that are participating and post your make or your project in any of the 6 groups, no matter which kit you're using, and you can mix and match kits. So there you go. It's going to be mayhem and fun all at the same time. All right, 1 entry is if you use just the freebies, and 2 entries are if you use the kit and the freebies, or the any of the kits and the freebie and any of the freebies, or just any of the kits. Okay? All right. So that's all I'm going to go into. The rest of it, you're going to have to go read the events in the Facebook groups. Sweet Pea Papers is the one hosting the Throwback Thursday. My other 2 groups are sponsoring or participating, whatever. The other 2 groups are just hosting, and so there are no freebies from those 2 sites. There's only challenge papers. That's what they're called, not freebies. There's only challenge papers from Sweet Pea Papers every Thursday for the month, for 3 weeks. All right, so there, I went into more of it than I was going to. So when we left off, we had put our folios together, completely forgetting to put a magnet in for this. Velcro dot, or hook and loop dot, here we come. And yeah, so we put this together like so, and then we did most of the cover. We left it at where I painted this. I painted the butterfly, and then I smooshed the wings up. So the wings go up and out. They don't just go up where you see the undersides of them. So I did the butterflies. Then I decided afterwards that I was going to, do the flowers as well on the little mushroom houses only. So I went back and did all of the ones that we had done in the first week Throwback Thursday, which actually we haven't done yet. So there, I just gave it away. Sorry about that. We'll do that this Thursday. Oh no. No, we did it yesterday. Thank goodness. Okay. So, but I want to put some words up here, and then we need to put this on the cover, and then we'll move on to page 2. All right. So, let's, I forgot to ink them. Figure. It says Enchanted Fairy Time. And we're going to put 2 of them on one row and 1 underneath. So it's going to say Enchanted Fairy, and then Time, this bigger one, is going to be down below those 2 words. That way it won't be so obvious. I mean, it is going to be obvious that it's larger, but hopefully not too obvious. Not Mr. Obvious. Okay, so what we need to do, oh shoot, you know what else I forgot to do? We're going to put each one of these on a little piece of chipboard. So we're going to get our scissors. This is only a lightweight chipboard, so it's about the thickness of a cereal box is all. So for the height, it's going to be pretty narrow. It's not quite long enough for that one. And let's make this one a little bit fatter. Whoops. It's almost too fat. And then we glue this to the back of this. I'm a little sniffly this morning. It's pretty chilly out. It's April 22nd or 23rd, and it's 40 degrees outside is all. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy. Okay, then we're going to take some of our white raffia ribbon yeah, I think that'll be fine. Well, we still may have to bring it down a little bit. Okay. Now, this edge isn't exactly straight, so let's make the top edge not exactly straight. That way it doesn't look like we made a mistake, even though we did. Okay, I'm going to center this. Make sure this is where I want it. And it doesn't matter that it's going to come through. We're going to be putting the words on there. Look what I just did. You know what I should do is I should put this in the center at the bottom first. I'll have to come back and, well, I don't know if I want to or not. I'll think about it whether I want to glaze them or not. I have to do this one too. I put that one on off camera. I could have done this one off camera too, but I wanted to show you what I did. Except I didn't put this one on one of these. So I'm lining up the end of this with the I in time. And then I'll line up the end of this one with the beginning of the M on that one, and then that should line it up. Oh, good grief. I have glue all over my hands now because I went like that to tap down the stuff. It's very silly of me. Okay, sorry if you can see the top of my head. I'm trying to get everything lined up. Okay, and then you'll see that over the top of the envelope. Okay, I probably will go back and put the gloss on there. I'm going to do it on the flowers and the butterflies. I might as well do it on the words, eh? Okay. I don't know why I said eh. I'm not Canadian at all. A lot of my viewers are, so maybe I was trying to make them feel at home in a bad way. Not on purpose. We may have to adjust our butterflies back a little bit on the very front after doing this, but it won't be much. I'm not pushing down very hard at all. And the paper was still curved a little bit from painting it with the gloss. However, the gluing it down should hold it down. You just have to hold it for a second and make sure it sticks down. Okay, so that's what we've got. These are going to get smunched anyway. these we'll fix when we're done with the folio. I probably should have waited. Oh, they were already on there, but I should have waited to bend them up and paint them until we were done. Is that on there straight? Sort of, kinda. Yeah, it's already on there. I think that turned out cute with our little houses. Okay, so we're going to go on to page 2. And I've got that set aside. We've got quite a few fairy houses. I didn't set aside any of the teacups, and I'm afraid we're not going to use our, well, we can use our teacup I can see what's going to happen is we're going to have pieces that we can use, but I can't put them in until we do the challenge. So maybe I'll publish this the last half of the month instead of the first half of the month, which is what I had planned. That way it won't interfere with the challenges. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. Plus I have to refilm challenge 2 and 3. They didn't turn out at all the way I liked. So I don't have those pieces ready anyway. Okay, so for page 2, we're gonna make a flip up, but we have to cut it first. And this is going to be the paper because we're not going to see that much of it, so it's okay that it's that plain kind of a brownish speckled paper. It does have some colors in it, but they're fairly muted. Okay. So this is going to be the paper, but we want to go by the front of the flip up. We'll cut it the width here, and then we'll narrow it down here because I don't think I want the full width to be a flip up, or do I? No. So I want to glue this on as a pocket. This on as a pocket. So what I want to do, yeah, it doesn't matter how wide this is. It matters how wide this is. Okay. And if I'm going to just use this house without putting anything else on it, then I'm going to have to paint the leaf. I just realized. Can't have a house without anything shiny. I could add a butterfly to the top. Oh, and I've been using my crocodile to punch this little area out, even though it isn't completely round. But it works. So there. Now you can see through it. The little loop. The great big one took the bigger punch size. All right. Now, alright, this is going to cover that Amazon Basics. We're going to go here with it. Keep getting messages. Okay. So then I want this to be, we're going to be cutting off this tab and everything, but I'm just using this to gauge the width. I want this to be this wide. And then we want it to be this long. Oh, I had all the little houses sitting on the paper trimmer to dry. That we made conveniently earlier than this. Okay, so now we're going to put this here. I don't think we need to round the edge of it. I don't think it's close enough over there. Okay, I do need to ink it. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make the videos. I'm going to tell you what the one thing is that I'm going to use, but you won't see it. I won't put it on until until I know for sure. It's week 2, so that'll be week 3. yeah, I won't be able to show it to you. I'll just be able to tell you what it is. And we're going to have to put our magnets on so we don't forget. It's kind of silly since this is square. I just kind of do the width of the brush, even though I know I don't need but a little bit. I just moved it. This has a curve to it. The mailman bent the package when it came in the mail, and so there's a little bit of a curve, as you can see, in the middle of the stencil, so I have to be careful or it scooches like it just did. I should have sent it back, but it was the only thing in the whole shipment. And it seemed kind of silly to send a $1 stencil back. Well, they probably would have just told me to keep it. It was Temu. A lot of times for something that cheap, instead of them paying the postage to send it back, they'll just tell you to keep it. Okay, do this part real quick. Plus, I don't want to get a bunch of the ink on the glass surface, so I'm just doing it where most of the brush is on the inside. Okay, so let's do our magnets. Yeah, that's an actual messenger message. You turn the tape sticky side up. And you make it a little longer than you need. That's why I put it a little farther up so you won't see the tape. And then you just rub down on either side of the magnets and that will stick the tape to this side over here, and then they're lined up as well. The no ruler. Okay. And this front, I'll put this. It's pretty. Kind of show a little bit of the green off. Now remember, we're using forest moss to do the papers, and we're using rustic wilderness to do the manila folder pieces. So I think we're going to my other one, the original one, project that I did, journal that I did 2 years ago, focused mainly on the teacups and such. So I think this one will, since we've got these cute little fairy houses, I think that we will focus more on the fairies and the houses. You know, speaking of focusing on the fairies, let me look at what I was going to put here. I was going to put this that matches the writing paper, but now that I think about it, we don't have that many pages, so I probably should put a fairy picture there, don't you think? Because we're not going to use that much of the papers. So what about her? Yeah, it's the same woods. Okay. Makes it work in my mind. And then I'm pretty sure we'll have enough room to put some vine on here. And I made this a little small on purpose because I wanted to be able to see the frame, the green frame around it. Okay. Now on here I probably won't because I want to see the tree, some of the tree and the deer. You'll still be able to see some. Alright, so I'm going to cut it off. See, I want to make sure to get his ear on there. Let's do this. Let's trim it at his ear and then measure that way. Okay, so now to make it fit, yeah, we'll see plenty of it. Now we may put a word on this, but we won't put it on the cardboard because then it might raise it up too much for the magnets to grab. If you'd wanted to and you did the magnets differently, you could have put a flip out on this as well. Here's the flip up. If I'd have thought about it, I might have done it. This kit doesn't come well, I don't know what I was going to say. So now that means, since we made this one a little bit bigger to accommodate everything, then we need to make sure that this one is the same width. Okay, and we're going to do it from either side. We're going to just cut off the stitching. Yeah, because I don't want just stitching on the bottom. So we're going to cut the stitching off, except for the bottom and the top, and then we'll measure how wide. Okay. Lost my line in all those flowers. Oh yeah, see, that would be nice. And I want to glue this, make sure that I put the stitching at the bottom, because at this point this almost looks like a vine, which it could very well be. But I want the stitching to match at the bottom and at the bottom. Must be popular this morning. Must be one of the design team groups all posting a bunch of posts this morning. Okay, let's glue it on here. We're going to glue it on as a pocket. I don't know why I stenciled that. You were probably thinking the same thing. So I want this side to be open, because when we open this, this is the side we want the pocket to be on. Right, we want this side to be open. And then we'll have the card here with the tab. You know, if I move this out, then the tab, no, I don't want the tab to show. And then I'll, like I said, I'll make the I'll make the card off camera. So it's going to be the length of this here. I'm going to put this in here. So it's going to be a hot minute between me recording these. My bracelet got caught on the table, because I'm going to have to do some glazing. I guess technically we could have glued this backing paper on as a pocket as well. Technically. So when you're doing this, if you decide you want to, then you can. I think we should put a butterfly on here. There's a butterfly there. We do have a bird. But we don't have a bird that's smaller. We don't want a bird that's smaller than the dragonfly. I just bought these 2 new trays. Look how big they are. Woohoo! This is all the stuff we probably won't use. Yeah, I think we could put that one on that flower. And maybe another one there. This bigger one on the big teapot. A smaller one here. Do a little surgery there. You only had 1 antennae. Or 1 antenna. Antenna is both, or more than one. Okay. Same with this poor little guy. Scan and cut's good, and it got the antenna on one side, but it didn't get both. Okay. Yeah, we're down to 5 minutes. I'll glue the butterflies on. Then I'll put a word and some of the raffia on the inside. And I'll check and see if the check and see if having the cardboard will keep it from closing or not. It's not very, I just pulled him in half. He was too wet. Okay. Come here, butterflies. Well, it's the same as that one. I just ripped them right in half. This kind of looks better with the green inking. One antenna. Now that I've looked at this, I want to trim this down a little bit. My scan and cut needs to be aligned, but it doesn't want to let me align it. So I've got little white areas on one side. Sometimes you notice it and sometimes you don't. Okay. Now we'll just put glue on the body. I'm just going to leave the wings flat for right now. I just realized I probably should. Can take a paintbrush, put it underneath the wing, and then kind of bend it back that way around the paintbrush, and that gives you that rounded effect. You might, depending on the size of the butterfly, you'll want to use a smaller paintbrush than this. Yeah, this one, it's too big. And sometimes it's easier to do it right when you glaze it as well. Okay. And then I'll do that one with a smaller paintbrush, like a really small paintbrush. Okay. And I may put a word up here as well, or maybe we'll put one down here. I'll decide. And put the word on, and put a word on inside. And yeah, and that'll be it. Okay? All right, that's it for this video. So we got this done. This all glued on. Got it done. And then we got this done, except for the card and some of the ephemera. Okay? All right. I will see you in the next video, which will be video number 4.